Do you want to know what it is?
Illinois just approved a data center the size of 600 football fields. It will consume more than half the amount of electricity as the entire city of Chicago. But the silver lining to this is that hundreds of community members came out to say no against this proposal. But unfortunately, the city just didn't give a and approved it anyway. Remember, these are the same people that tell you to take shorter showers.
Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 18th. It's April. It's 2026. All those things are debatable, but let's not get into that right now. I am currently at a subscriber's cabin down south, looking at the Mississippi River out the window. I already seen a whole bunch of snakes this morning. And to me, that's a big deal. I love that stuff. I don't know why, but whatever. They took my video down. I guess I went a little bit overboard, but it's right here on Richie from Boston on BitChute, and it's right here on Rumble. All my links are in the description below. It's exactly why I left the links. You see what I'm saying? Apparently, I cut a little bit too close to the quick right there. They did not like the fact that I was using that news clip that showed the plan from the early 1930s, where those that call themselves Jews but are not, Synagogue of Satan, planned on taking over the entire world, all of it. And they didn't like that because it's what's happening right now. They own all the media. They own all the data centers. And we're going to talk about data centers because it's getting out of control big time. Absolutely big time. And like I said, the only people that gain from data centers being built anywhere are the people actually building them initially. The people that actually put the structures up are the ones that are profiting off creating the beast system, which is crazy to me, but it is what it is.
This is the farmland that you're driving through until you come to the AI data center. You can start to see the lights from back here. I knew they were starting this, but I didn't know it was this impactful. Look at all the semi trucks, all the cement trucks you'll drive by, and it just keeps going and going, continues on for more and more. This Meta AI data center that they are putting in here, that's taking up all this beautiful farmland that we will never be able to replace, it's only going to employ 1 to 500 people. So all this for about the same amount of jobs as my local Walmart. And there it stops finally.
I think that we all collectively should just stop paying our electric bill, because this is getting out of hand. There has to be something that we collectively can do. $814 for 1 month of electric? This is ridiculous. How do they expect people to be able to keep their lights on when the bill is half of my mortgage?
Yeah, we should all stop collectively paying our electric bill. And what will happen is the electric company will shut you down right away. And then there'll be some other police activity, things of that nature. What we should have collectively have done was way back in 2015, 16, and 17, when myself, many others, Nicholson 1968, TruthStream Media at the time, Corbett Report, we were warning about this back then. When COVID happened in 2020, I'm so proud of the 100,000 plus people that I can attest to that didn't take the shot because of the information that I was presenting on my YouTube channel that actually got my YouTube channel terminated. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That was done. But the other thing that should have happened is people should have stood up. And all the 3% guys and all the militias and all the Christian groups that were, when the government tells us, the bell rang in 2020 and nobody answered the bell whatsoever at all. There were plenty of us ready, but there just weren't enough of us ready. And the government was ready at the time for us to stand up. They couldn't believe we didn't do anything. They couldn't believe we locked in. They couldn't believe we didn't even simply Google what a mandate was and find out that a mandate is nothing. I broke every single solitary mandate there was. Nothing happened. Lost my channel, but nothing happened. Do you see what I'm saying? So not paying your bill now is just going to result in not having any electricity. The fact that these guys are putting these up, the United States has more data centers in the United States, and they're just going up every single solitary day than any other country combined, than every other country combined. Do you know why? Because the United States is going to be an absolute wasteland with nothing but data centers. They're just going to suck up all the natural resources that they need, and there won't be any people here. There might be some worker bees here and there, but you will have the mark, you will have digital ID, you'll have social credit system, all that stuff. Myself, I can never get social credit system ever. It's too late. That bell's already rung. And most of you that have been commenting, it's all being compiled, man. You know what I mean? It's all being compiled. Are they some sort of a prison where they're going to put people and then use? Remember that crypto mining patent that I showed you back in 2020 that said that they could harvest the human? Let me see if I can find it. Stand by. Here we go. Here we go. Patent number W020200600606A1. Cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Human body activity associated with a task provided to a user may be used in mining process of cryptocurrency data. A server may provide a task to a device of a user which is communicatively coupled to the server. Communicatively coupled to the server, which would be a data center. That's what data centers are. They're massive, massive buildings full of thousands of servers. A sensor communicatively coupled to or comprised in the device of the user may sense body activity of the user. Body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. The cryptocurrency system communicatively coupled to the device of the user may verify if the body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity data is verified. Well, then there you go. That would be my number one guess what data centers actually are. But we don't know. We don't know what they are. But the people that will be in those will be just like this, because they've shown it to us. This, my friends, is what I believe the data centers are for, because they show us absolutely everything. And as ridiculous as this seems, this combined with this makes a whole heck of a lot of sense, because there sure are an awful lot of them. They're absolutely everywhere. So basically, human beings turn into literal servers. They turn into literal batteries for the system. Do you see what I'm saying? The beast system is clearly going to be electronics. Do you see what I'm saying? And they show us everything at all times. This is what I believe data centers actually are. Period.
Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's alright, we know where you've been. You've been in the pipeline, filling your time. Provided with toys and scouting for boys. You bought a guitar to punish your mom. You didn't like school, and you know nobody's fool. So welcome to the machine. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's alright, we told you what to dream. You dreamed of a big star. You played a mean guitar. All these angels stayed by. Love driving a Jaguar. So welcome to the machine.
These corporations have taken everything. They've raised the prices on things. They've priced us out of our own lives. It's so bad to the point where you have to make your choice. Either you pay your bills or you buy food. People that are a part of the system, that get up every day, that go to work, that pay their taxes, that do what they're supposed to do, that don't break the law, that work hard. We do all that. We work that hard, and we don't have enough money to even live. Everything is owned by BlackRock and State Street. All that it's owned by billionaires. The American dream is 100% dead.
And he's absolutely right. They are pricing us out of our own lives. They're literally making it so we cannot live here anymore. But that's okay, because they're going to do a great reset. You know what I mean? They're going to do Agenda 2030. They're going to cause it to be so difficult to live on this earth that you'll take any plan that they propose. And that propose is going to include a mark on the forehead or a mark on the hand, exactly like it said in the Bible. And the sad thing is I see a lot of people on the internet quacking about it, but I don't see a lot of people in real life that are actually preparing for it or opposing it in any substantial type of a way. We live in a lawless society. Our government is 100% lawless. It's 100% rogue. 100%. You see what I mean? The president's having peace talks with with little puppet people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. The war will never end. They need this war to do the final crackdown. You see what I'm saying? And don't forget, they will do an event. Larry Silverstein is well aware of all of us pointing out the fact that he owns the U.S. Bank. But it's right on the cover of The Economist magazine. It wasn't there for no reason. They'll still do it even though we know about it because not enough of us know about it. Do you see what I'm saying? And these data center peoples, it's insane. It's utterly insane. We've already got more data centers in the United States than every other country combined, but we're currently working on 1,500 more. That's more data centers than there are people and houses, etc., so forth. Do you see what's going on here? America is going to be an absolute wasteland. They'll live in other countries. Other countries are beautiful too. Other countries have old technologies, or they'll just go to Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is real. This is real. This is happening, and it's just going to keep getting worse week by week, inch by inch. And it is. So if you are not completely and seriously hitting your knees and praying to God and listening for God to answer your prayers, just to give you direction, just to tell you what to do, you need to be. I literally made a prayer yesterday and God answered me overnight. And it was a good one. It was substantial. It was substantial. God is amazing. And that's the only thing that makes me think that I'm on the right path, because YouTube, I love listening to channels. Oh, I'm being shadow banned. Dude, you get 80,000 views. Shut up, okay? Shut up. You want to know what shadow banned is? My channel's been up for a year. A year. And I haven't got one more subscriber or one less subscriber, and I just got a takedown video, finally. You see what I mean? My channel's completely shadow banned, 100%. So I'm not doing this for the fame or the glory. I'm doing it because I started this mission, and I'm going to see it through. I have to believe in my heart of hearts that this is the plan that God had for me. And when I look at this as the plan that God had for me, my entire life makes a whole lot more sense than it did originally. Do you see what I'm saying? But again, the data center people are in charge of the data center people. It's insane. The fox is guarding the hen house.
Development agreement that you signed allows CRG to drill its own wells if the city's water supply cannot keep up with your facility's demands. One of the big case studies here in Oregon shows that a data center's water supply took in elevated nitrite levels and it pumped it out 8 times higher than the state's safety levels would allow. The aquifer under Festus doesn't stop at the property line of one of these people that lives on that subdivision there. So I wonder what happens to the neighbor's wells if yours runs dry or runs dirty.
Well, that is a question I cannot answer. That is an engineering question, but I will get you an answer.
On the water, I wonder how you persuade the skeptics or people who are just concerned about pollution of the water itself. The Trump administration has relaxed or delayed some of the PFA reporting requirements for several years, and the reporting that would be coming on in 2031 or later is self-reporting. So you'd be conducting your own tests, you'd be submitting your own. I wonder if that's going to be.
Clayco is holding ourselves to the previous standards in every single environmental regulation. We're not taking advantage of any of the new Trump administration regulations. We're holding ourselves to the same standards before.
But holding yourselves, to whom are you accountable in that regard? How do you persuade or how do you show people that the water is safe?
To my children.
What does that mean?
It means that we're going to hold ourselves to the higher standard, plain and simple. I don't know what you mean. You think we're just going to pollute the water and infest us?
People have that concern?
Well, we've committed that we're not going to. It's an engineering question, and we're going to answer the question. I just answered it. We're not going to put anything back in the wastewater that's worse than the water we bring in. The city and the counties and every place we're working in the United States, have methodologies for testing the water, the wastewater.
There's the classic example of drinking the glass of water yourself to prove. Could you see a demonstration like that happening?
It's possible.
The incentive for these companies, because that's how we predicted social media accurately, is that you think that they're just trying to make money and profit and get ChatGPT subscriptions?
Yes.
If you get all the ChatGPT subscriptions,
That is what I think.
yeah, well, so if you get all the ChatGPT subscriptions, that doesn't add up to paying off the amount of debt that they've taken. If you get all advertising in the world, that wouldn't pay off the amount of debt that they've taken. The thing that they're trying to do, the only thing that justifies the amount of investment that these companies are taking, is to build artificial general intelligence, which means to be able to replace every human worker in the economy.
Catastrophic failure caused by AI actually look like?
Pensions and savings wiped out to empty supermarkets, tech and power failures.
People need to understand what they have as AI, what we're being presented with as AI, what we're paying for as AI is not what AI is at all. They're just giving us busy things that look fun. Hey, look at this. You can make a dog talk like a person. You can make the president look like a woman, etc. But the AI that they have is literally bringing forth demonic entities from another dimension into our dimension, into physical bodies. Men's hearts will fail from fear with what comes upon this earth. That was written in the Bible for a reason. And just remember that. At any rate, Richie from Boston, share this for me if you could. I'm out.